Anyways, the gay characters decide to leave. And then Toronto and his friends started having a little conversation or an argument on how they really want to go after the Stone of Cold Fire. And yes, Toronto is the main villain of this movie. Wow. Our second talking main villain. Someone just please end this franchise. Let it just die. Anyway, so Littlefoot tells his grandparents about what happened, and freaking Grandpa Longneck loses his crap for the first time. Like, this is the first time you actually see him very upset. Like, he freaking waves his tail around, smashes it on the water a few times, and even Littlefoot's intimidated. And I'm just like, okay, that's like the first time you're properly angry. Anyway, so freaking Petrie's uncle tells his sibling, Petrie and his siblings the story, and his mother, it's more like, come back to the nest, children, no more hanging out with evil uncle. Anyway, so freaking Littlefoot goes back to hanging out with his friends, and Petrie's just talking to them for a bit. And further, God, the way he acts in this movie, it doesn't feel like Petrie. It just feels more like an imposter in disguise. Among Us! Really? Was that necessary? No. I mean, maybe. Please don't hurt me. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna let you do it. I'm just gonna let you have that moment for just this one time. But other times, I will be slapping you in the face. Okay. Anyway, so freaking Littlefoot and his friends start continuing talking about the Stone of Cold Fire and how, well, the freaking meteor, and how his uncle is up to no good. Petrie gets mad at them and starts flying away. So I don't understand Petrie at this point. At this point, it doesn't feel like Petrie. At this point, it just feels like an imposter. Someone grab a rifle and shoot him in the back of his head. Jesus Christ! I don't really care about these Land Before Time characters. They deserve to die. They end up more and more stupid every time, so no one will be missed. No one will be there'll be no lives no lives will be sacrificed. It's just no one will be lost. He will not be mourned. He will not be missed. Just kill him. And not just that, you gotta hate Petrie in this movie, because the reason why you gotta hate him is because he's so freaking racist. Just because he literally offends everyone for not being a freaking flyer like he is. Like, literally. Okay, yeah, I think he's worse than Sarah now. At first, she was a freaking racist. She was racist at first. And her father was racist at first. And now he's being racist. Yeah, at this point, I think the game's just better off without Petrie. Because at this point, Petrie is just basically useless in this franchise. He only does a few things that are freaking useful. The rest, he's just basically useless. As a matter of fact, in this entire movie, he's freaking useless. He continues to be racist. Anyway, so in the middle of the night, Ducky and everyone else is just getting sleep. Ducky says more how she can't get sleep because of what happened earlier today, so she's going to go find Petrie and try to talk things out with him. And that's when it's revealed that that Toronto and his friends are really up to no good because they're going to go after the Stone of Cold Fire or the Meteorite. I don't know why I'm calling it the Stone of Cold Fire. I'm just calling it a freaking meteorite before I lose my James Emperor. Yeah, it says if you just stay over there. Because I'm not going to call it the Stone of Cold Fire one more time. If I'll call it one more time by that name, I will go on a freaking rage moment. Okay, yeah, I think it was a good idea that I chose to stand back over here. Anyways, they're planning on going after the meteorite, and of course, Ducky gets captured, and everyone's just like, oh god, it's a carnivore, run! Literally, for those who have been living in the Great Valley for so long, literally. You would know if there's a carnivore in or not. And I also hate how the meeting went between Toronto and his friends, because they're literally talking right next to a bunch of sleeping dinosaurs. Literally everyone can hear you. Why would you talk right next to them very loudly? Why would you do that? Why would you talk right next to them? They can hear you. They can freaking hear you. Yeah, that sounds a lot more dumber than all the stupid things I've done. Yeah, you freaking admit it. What they're doing is freaking stupid. It's more stupid than the stupid things that you've done. Hey, at least I got finished with the Godzilla meets the Incoming Darkness reaction franchise. Good for you. It took you freaking long enough. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Toronto basically threatens after Petrie tries to figure out why he's doing this. Toronto threatens that if Petrie does not tell the Grunos on where they're going, no harm will come to Ducky. Which, that sounds more like a freaking threat, and I think you can come back now. Alright. So basically, another meeting is held up. Ducky's mother's just in a very deep depression because her kids just got taken away. Wait, hold on, can I just say this? You are her freaking mother. You should go out there and find her. She's your daughter, not theirs. You take responsibility and you go find her. You go track them down. And then you go find your daughter for once in your pathetic life. I swear, if I was there, I would just let Storm Ultimate here eat you alive. Get up. Sorry. Anyways, I would just let Storm Ultimate eat I'll just let Storm Ultimate eat you alive, because you're a bad mother. Like, if I was there, I would just also give you the beast slap that Godzilla gave to Kong back in Godzilla vs. Kong. That would actually be really funny. Anyways, when Sarah's dad is mad because no one told him that Toronto was talking to the little ones. When the little one's grandfather's like, well, they weren't there with us when it happened, so yeah. So this is where we get the reveal on what Toronto did to make everyone in the Great Valley hate Toronto so much. Toronto was always part of the herd, but he didn't want to be part of the herd. He wanted to be in charge of the herd. So he thought that he should be leading everyone to paradise. And that literally made Littlefoot's grandfather, Sarah's dad, and Petrie's mom a little upset. Because currently, all the dinosaurs from the Great Valley make this decision as a group. No one was in charge, so yeah. And this is where Petrie continues to be racist again, because, well, of the fact that his uncle can fly and all the others can't, and because he can see things higher than everyone else can, that gives him an advantage. Sauropods had the same thing, because they have long necks. They're more like lookouts. Anyways, the group of dinosaurs that Toronto was leading get ambushed by a pack of raptors, I think, because the reason why I say I think because they have two T-Rex fingers. I think one of Finger Accessory's friends said that these are actually Nanotyrannuses, but why would Nanotyrannuses have a toe claw like a freaking raptor? So I'm just going to assume that these are Utah raptors. Anyway, so all of the dinosaurs that Toronto led got killed. And he told them that it wasn't his fault and he doesn't. So, yeah. And Petrie continues to be racist because all the dinosaurs don't have wings, so they can't fly. I just literally want to kill Petrie so freaking badly. If you want, I can make fan art of you killing him. No, do it with all the characters. I want to shove all those characters down my throat. Alright, I'll make sure I'll do that after this review. And at this point, I'm just hating Petrie because he's being so racist because everyone can't fly and they don't have wings. So Littlefoot tells them where the freaking meteorite was at, but all the grown-ups they just don't do anything. They just sit around and argue. So it's up to the Idioteers, or the trio of idiots. It's up to them to save the day. Hooray! Ducky, you might as well be kissing your family goodbye because you're not going to see them again. Because you got the Idioteers after you. I would have just, if I was Ducky, I would just immediately jump off the cliff and just kill myself. Because if I'm allowing those guys to be my saviors, I'll just might as well let the T-Rex eat me.